Why has everybody started shopping for car insurance all of a sudden? What's happening, and is there a trend that we should be looking out for? Let's dive in and go over this article from money.com and explain exactly what's happening in the industry and why most people are starting to shop, and it's increased significantly over the last 2 years. So it's no secret, this channel has a ton of videos about this, but car insurance rates are soaring. Some companies are going up 30%, some companies are going up 50%, some companies don't even want insurance anymore. They're just leaving the state. The prices of car insurance and car repairs has drastically changed to the point where it's almost unaffordable. Actually, I have a video that I just made about that. Easy way to think of it is the cost of repairs, the length of time to repair the car, the cost of mechanics are going through the roof. The biggest change is not even those three things, is that the severity of claims have been larger than expected. That means insurance companies aren't making nearly as much, if at all, what they thought they would earn. We all know what that means. Insurance rates are going to change. They have in the last couple of years, but previous to that, they followed the small inflation. Inflation has gone crazy, so has car insurance, but that's not the reason that you think it is for them going up. Let's look at some numbers. So according to an executive at Allstate, they've gone up about 16.4% since 2023. Following 2022, which was 16.9%. And I got a feeling that 2024 is going to follow suit with that exact same scenario. You're almost 50% more today than you were 3 years ago. Now, that's directly with Allstate. Not every company is doing that as well, and that's not every state. So there are some states that are lucking out. Unfortunately, the ones that are strong and stable are going to pick up some of the flack for the states that aren't. I'll give you an example. One of my primary states is Michigan, and Michigan has not really had any weather severity. They don't have hurricanes, they don't really have tornadoes, they don't really have a ton of stuff. We've had a couple small things, actually more than expected, but in general, we've just been good. Yeah, our houses are getting older. They're averaging that 60-plus-year-old house, and that's becoming an issue, especially with roof claims and whatnot. In general, we haven't seen as big of an increase the year before. That didn't stop companies from raising the rates and putting us in that top or most expensive bracket. Now, I get it. It's not just that part. They're not trying to make up for California and Florida losing their money in Michigan or Tennessee or Ohio or Virginia. Those states, yes, they are picking up a small piece of the slack, but in general, they're also having issues. The said states are not the end-all be-all. We are buying more expensive cars. The repairs are more expensive, and as mentioned, the cost of repairs are way higher. Okay, so how many people are we talking about? How many people are actually shopping? According to this, the October-December increase was about 4 to 5%. That was a good thing because it actually was lower previously ahead of time. Now that going forward, the fourth quarter of 2023 saw a 7% growth. We're seeing this amplified increase. Honestly, I think the next quarter is probably going to almost double that as well. We're probably going to see 10 to 15% increase. It'll probably stay around that 10% increase because not everybody just wants to shop. In general, we're seeing over a 40% increase of those that are having renewals willing to shop the insurance. What's the number one cause? Price. That leads me to give you a little bit of a warning when you're doing this. Those that are shopping for car insurance, I'll link a video here at the end that goes over this, but know what your coverages are because most companies, unfortunately, have a lot of salespeople. And those salespeople are taught to get the business in the door regardless. Those that are paying over $200 a month for a single car policy, yeah, it might be worth it to check it out and find out if there are other options for you. If you are looking for car insurance, I'll put a link in the description below where you can shop around with multiple companies with just a single agent. Not having 20, 30 different phone calls, at least seeing what options you have available. And I know I said 200, which is way off of every article that you read. They're gonna say, if you're paying more than $1,700 a year, it's too much. But to be honest with you, I'm not gonna call them liars, but I'm gonna say that the numbers I don't think fit correctly. You'll notice that these companies can skew the numbers. And yeah, we could say if you're paying over $120 or $150, which some of you are, then you're paying too much. Between the research I've done over the last 20 videos, I've come up with that $2,400 to $2,800 is going to become the average in 2024. Now, the article I'm reading actually says it's $1,700, so make the best educated guess that you can. I honestly don't think that's accurate because the goal of a lot of these articles is to get you to shop. Would I love you to come to our company? Absolutely. Does it make sense to shop? Yes, but not every 6 months like a lot of these articles say. Actually, this exact article said that every 6 months you should check around and see what options you have. That's okay to check, But honestly, who's going to take the time to do that? Unless the rate goes up more than 30 or 40%, I'm probably not even going to shop. I actually went up 29% this year. I'm in the same boat as you guys, and I don't have the extra funds to pay for it, but the policy's where I want it. The company's the one I want, and I'm not really inclined to shop it. I might just to see, but in my scenario, I'm probably not going to switch the company that I'm with. So if you are going to shop around, I'll put a video here that's going to help get you set up for that. That's going to take you in that next direction. If you don't know what coverages you should carry, check out my Car Insurance 101. That should give you at least the guideline of what coverages you should be looking at carrying versus what everyone just tells you. I'm Mark with Think Insurance. I'll see you in the next one.